Sorry about that. Right then, so welcome back to Sparks World and all of that stuff. The world of water. All it is. Right, so this episode, ironically, in the music room, very apt, we've got the question of Alistair Luckett. DJ Al, known him many, many years, top musician. And Alice's question was this: can we turn rivers into drinking water? I mean, what a futuristic question that should never, ever, ever in the history of the planet have to be asked. Nobody should ever in the history of life have to ask the question, can we turn rivers into drinking water? That is a pinnacle sad sign. Listen, this is May 2024. By the time some of you see this, I'll already be dead. Not because I'm dying, I've got years to come, it's because some of you might not see this for another 100 odd years. That is how important this is going to be. So this is evolution, this is where it all began. These are the concerns of my friends of mine and I'm going to answer them. So Alistair's just come back from the River Nile. Now the River Nile was one of the main beautiful sources. It's a long river and it has sustained life for thousands and millions and trillions of years. The same as every river, every population of people was always around a river, around a water source, obviously fresh water, so rivers and lakes and stuff like that. So they've always been very, very, very part of where we're at. Sad thing is that where people come, waste comes, and where waste comes, dirt comes, and when dirt comes, just, you know, things happen. And then we've also got the shocking aspects of the fact that, let's take some of the great rivers. I don't have the information to hand, you'll have to bear with me, but I know that where the river begins, by the time it gets down to another country, many miles down the river, not only has it been dammed a couple of times, so the water flow has actually been restricted, but it's also the quality they're getting downstream is pretty shit. And that's probably what you witnessed on the River Nile, when it was just a build-up of horrible shit. So again, it's a question that should never ever have to have ever been asked. But Alistair, it's a shocking question, and having looked at the River Nile, I'm absolutely not surprised that your heart went out to the people living next to it. So again, unfortunately, can something be done? Of course something can be done. Of course something can be done. You know, you can always resurrect life. That's the purpose of life. It's always there to be recaptured. But what I can do is I can only give them a record box and suck it. You know, it's tough on Alistair. It's tough because you've got so many contaminants and pollutants alive in there. But yeah, you could. I could keep somebody alive on the side of the river there with a solar power. But yeah, sad question, mate, but really glad you asked it. Keep your questions coming. This is me answering your questions. Coming up next is, I think it's Vita's question on what is the perfect amount of minerals required in the water. So great questions so far, keep them coming up, but I'm answering them the importance of where we're at all the way down. So we've covered, is there any water? We've now covered river water. Now we're going to look at mineral content in water. I'll find another location, just practicing around, and anyway, yeah, catch you soon. Go on, I've got to get ready for Saturday.